out there in the world of social media and YouTube. Say, it's been about a week now since I had my first fight, and as you can see, my battle wounds are healing up quite nicely. Anyways, I wanted to speak to you a little bit about another battle I'd been facing on to the fight, and also a little bit before, I told you about I had to deal with the heckler that I went to school with and everything. One of the other battles I had fought on up to the fight was when my mother passed away. I was going to say the hell with everything, give up, not worry about nothing at all, and just almost about shut down. And I remembered something my mom told me when I was in between the ages of 9 years old to 13, give or take. And because when I was younger, I had a lot of anxiety about things, and my mom was diagnosed with a lot of health issues at that time, and I was worried that I was going to lose my mama young, and my mother was all I really know. My mother was like my mother and my father combined into one. Yeah, I had a stepdad and everything, and stuff, but it just wasn't the same, and probably could never be the same. And also at the same time too, I kind of right now, try to be something that I never had the example of, and so anyways, other than the example of how to be a loving parent, but that's beside the point. Anyways, I was just going to give up, say the hell with everything. And then I remembered some words of wisdom that my mom gave me during that time period of in between the ages of 9 and 13. My mom told me, she said, son, she goes, whenever I die, it's my turn to go. She goes, when God calls me home, she said, I don't want you to stop living your life. I don't want you to stop doing the things that make you happy. She goes, let me tell you a story about a man named Guy Glover. Now, for anybody from around the Greene County area or anybody from Bloomfield, Indiana, probably knows the story. But Guy Glover was a teacher, from my understanding, he was a driver's ed teacher. And he probably was one of the best basketball coaches that ever came out of Bloomfield, Indiana. He was, minus the temper and the temper tantrums, he was pretty much almost like the Bobby Knight of high school basketball, just minus the violence and the temper. But he was just that good of a coach. And he had a daughter. Well, at one of the ball games, an accident happened. She either got run over or she got hit by this car and she passed away. And the man showed up to work the next day, showed up for work the entire week. And my mom said she remembers sitting in class, and she said that one of the students said, Mr. Glover, how come you ain't taken no time off to grieve for your daughter? And I guess they apologized for being very forward with the question, but they said they really wanted to know. And so he replied, and Mom said he said in the most kindest, sincerest voice, said that they said that his daughter would have wanted him to continue doing the things in life that he loved instead of just sitting, being sorry for himself, being sad, being depressed. And the man loved to teach. The man loved to coach basketball. And to this day, you go into that Bloomfield High School, and there they dedicated a gymnasium to him called the Glover Gym. And I remember as a kid going to that school, I remember they took very good care of that gym, and they even put a placard of him right in the corridor of that gym, and in big old letters, Guy Glover Gym. And So I took that thought and I took that encouragement and I took that advice from years ago and I applied it in my life today, especially for the time and the moment where I was going to need it the most. And where I applied it is my mother was the inspiration for my getting back into martial arts and doing the training that I'm doing, not only for my health's sake, but to take up the torch that she left behind and to carry it on. And that is one of the little ways that I can help keep her memory alive, keep her memory going, but in a positive direction. Not in a sad, oh, woe is me, but in a positive direction. Do I have my moments to break it down? Yes, I do. But I try to do it in private. But I also just can't give up because, I'm a working man. I got a family to feed and take care of, and they're dependent on me. Some days are easier than others. But I just wanted to share that little story with everybody and to let you know that if you're going through something, don't give up the fight. Don't give up. Stay strong. Stay close to God. And let Jesus and the Holy Spirit be your guide. Wherever walk of life you are coming from in this world, wherever you're at, may you be blessed. And may this little message be a blessing to you. Till next time.